Turn that down. Got the radio on today. As you can see from the window, it is a rainy day here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's like blemish on my face. I don't like it. We did not get haircuts yesterday like we were supposed to. We're supposed to go again today. We'll see. So something that happened yesterday. So, what do you guys think about like whenever you, um, I don't know what they call it, but it's like divine, whatever, intercession or I don't know what the word is. What's up, William? Um, so yesterday when I was here, I was like, we were supposed to go get haircuts right after school, and something was like, you know what, just go home, go check it out, take Winnie out. Like we have a dog, and so she's home all day. So I was like, we'll go home and we'll let her out first before we go out to get our haircuts. So we get home, and we're home about 10 minutes, and then I told Parker, I was like, we really don't need to like rush to go get a haircut. Like we can wait a few minutes. So we did. We kind of, like chilled out and had a snack and that kind of thing. And it was like 10 minutes we were home. And all of a sudden our neighbor comes rushing over and she's like, can you help? And she's an older woman. So I was like, absolutely. She said, I think there's, my basement is flooding. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I go over to her house next door and go in, and sure enough, she's got like water shooting out of pipes in the basement in their like utility room. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we shut off the water. I think she was afraid to go in there just because it was definitely spraying on electrical things like outlets, what I mean, wires, that kind of thing. It was dripping above a light. Yeah, it's just a mess. So and she said they've lived there for 30 years and they've never had any problems. So it was very random what it was happening, what was going on there. But it was just like one of those weird things. Like I just felt like we had a plan, and then all of a sudden it felt like the plan was different, and I needed to go home. So we went home, and then that was why. So, like, had we not been there, how much worse the damage may have been in her house. She wasn't able to get to the water to turn it off. Like, her son is there, and he was not home at the time. Probably would not have been home for a couple hours. So, yeah, weird stuff. But I like, that's I started thinking about like how that happens, and like, how often does that happen? Like, we really think, like there's the example like that you're late and you're running out the door, but you forget or you remember one more thing, and then you go back in and you come out and on your way to work and you see those car accident, like maybe that was you, like are you being protected, like something like that. So, just curious about that. Like, what do you guys think about stuff like that? I know it's not too. It's just usually like a deep channel. Yeah, we talk about Hershey. What God can send that you were able to be helpful. Exactly, Corey. Like I definitely think that God was like, hey, something's going on, and you need to go home and check it out. And I'm glad I listened because most most times I don't. Like I know that I will say a lot in my life. I'll get like nagging things like, you need to do it. You need to do it. Um, Parker is 10. Yeah, fifth grade also. So yep, same thing. Yeah, Corey. Maybe it was just to be there for her, to help her out, because like I said, like what had I not been there, how much worse would it have been? Like her son didn't come home until maybe about 7 o'clock or so. So it'd been a couple hours of her stressing out over what to do with that. Yeah. Oh, whew. So I have those thoughts all the time, and I have those thoughts like, there's something to do, and I keep thinking like, do it, and like, and I'll forget to do it, and then the next day happens or something else happens, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to do it, and then I realize, now something else has happened because I didn't do what I was told to do in the first place. So, um, yeah, weird how things work like that. Oh, bit heavy start to this day, but I guess maybe the rain just has me in the spot. I started listening to music when I go to bed. It's like certain level of frequency music. They post it as things like meet the heavens and you know meet on angel frequencies and those kind of things like that. And I don't know. I need that kind of music just to kind of like deflate me. So there's one album that I found. It's by an artist called John Sorry, but it's Jonn Sorry, So. Exactly. We all need to work on realizing God uses us to be the answer to others' prayers. It's true, right? People for people, and we're here, and He's gonna make sure that if we, if He needs us to do something, He'll put us in that spot that needs to happen. Um, yeah. But back to the music thing. So John Sorry, Sorrie. Oh god, yeah, yeah, yeah. It must be making me too tired. He has an album out. Um, I don't know what it's called, like Meditations on Hymns or something like that. Anyway, the cover is kind of pink and purple, and there's like this gold, yellowish bird angel type thing on the front of it. It's basically hymns, and they're very atmospheric, and they're very ethereal, and they have a big room around them. Anyway, it I listen to that when I go to sleep because first of all they're hymns, so I know that they are of God, and not anything kind of too far out there that's going to pull me away from something else. But I like that, and I also kind of like these atmospheric music type things that I listen to at night. It's not like meditation too much. I mean, I guess it is in a way, but it's not like find your spirit guide meditation or anything like that. I don't know if any of you are into that kind of stuff. Um, I frankly am kind of freaked out at the thought of uh, I don't know, like concentrating enough that I see somebody else that they're going to help me through life. I don't know, that's not me. I don't know. It's like Coco in Dante becoming a spirit animal and those sort of things. I know we all joke about spirit animals, but there's some people who really believe in that kind of connection, that higher connection. I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not gonna like say either way. Um, if it is a good thing or not a good thing, I could say that anything for me where I can quiet myself enough to calm down enough to be in the presence of God and relax, that's a pretty good thing. So, yeah, I enjoy those kind of music. But and maybe just from doing more of that stuff recently, I'm tapping into a different element that I'm going to start listening to those kind of noises around me. And everybody has it around. People say it's your conscience. Could be Jiminy Cricket, that kind of thing too, or Holy Spirit, whatever you say. I don't know what different people believe is that noise or that voice or that whatever that tells you to do those things. Um, your psyche. I don't know. I don't know the psychological terms. I wasn't really interested in psychology too much in high school. The only thing I remember from psychology is we watched that movie, The Three Faces of Eve with Sally Field. Holy cow, was that disturbing? I don't know if you guys are in high school now or what you guys watch because it seems like there's a lot more films and examples of that kind of stuff, going on. But The Three Faces of Eve with Sally Field. Oh, it was about a girl who had multiple personalities because of the way that her mother treated her, the way her mother abused her. And when she became an adult, she held on to those personalities, and so it was like about her getting help. It was made in the music should be at 432 megahertz, but music industry has set it at 440. Corey, I've heard about that too. I, I I've I've seen something about that, and that's like, and it has to do with you're not being able to relax because it's too intense or too loud or whatever. It's funny how you can hear if you get like older recordings, and not even like super super older recordings, but like some of the recordings, you can definitely tell the difference in the volume level. Ooh, oh, you could definitely tell the difference in the volume level of how they're recorded, and that's just I don't know if that's like it's supposed to be like it keeps you into it. I've also noticed with some music too. I think, and I need to test it to find out, but I think that some music slightly changes rhythm from the beginning to the end. So like not enough that you would really notice, but it's enough to like kind of keep it going. So like a song could start out at 126 beats per minute, and by the time it's finished, be at like 130. So it's enough that and then maybe that's just to, like keep it interesting. I don't know, but I've often felt that like I've heard songs that have done that because if I'm a person that if I find a song, I'm like on repeat over and over and over again. I'll play it again and I'll put it in my car and I'll sing it like 85 times. So I've noticed that there's a couple songs, especially songs that have an intro, like a piano intro or an instrumental intro, where the beat is not really introduced right away. So if that's true, then okay. I don't know what the point is in doing that except just to kind of keep your interest in the song. But where I come from, that I like to remix songs, so that makes it difficult. I'm drinking more flat soda today. terrible. I know. I gotta stop this. But anyway, so what else was going on with you guys? And here, like I said, it's raining here in Hershey. We've been waiting for it. It's actually got kind of windy, so we knew the storm was coming in. It's supposed to rain now for the next 24 hours, which is fine. We haven't really had any rain since that heavy flooding. We had a one thunderstorm I posted like a week or so ago on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, let's talk about social media. Do you guys, what all social media platforms do you find to be the most interesting? I want rain here. Send it our way. Corey, if I could, I would send it. I definitely would, put up a big fan in the sky and blow those clouds right over to the west. I know you guys, I know you love the rain whenever you get it because you don't get it too often. But yeah. So social media, for those of you that are experts in social media, I can talk about this because um, I don't think like I'm big enough to offend anybody. I do have some pretty good connections in the community. I'll say that, and I'm like thankful like I've had. I'm not saying like we're BFFs. I'm saying I've got some connections. Like I've talked to some people and about some things and how they do some things, which is really helpful. Because I'm thinking eventually, I don't know what status point I'm at right now. Hold on, I just want to check my phone to make sure it's not too hot. Remember my temperature thing. um, we noticed there's some people who have like thousands and thousands and thousands of followers on a certain platform, but get no interaction, barely interaction. So it's obvious that those either they're doing one of two things: either they're just friending the heck out of everybody or following everybody and then hoping for that follow back and then going through and eliminating their follows or whatever, um, which doesn't seem really great. I know a lot of people think it's just in their name and who they are and what they do. Some people post a lot, have lots and lots and lots and lots of followers, but don't seem to get very many. I don't. The proportion of followers to likes and that kind of stuff, which is not really important. I guess it's just weird to me that I don't know how it all works, and I don't know. Honestly, I would like your input here. I know that growing organically obviously is the best bet, but I'm wondering if everybody that we really follow is doing that, or if they are buying subs or using bots or whatever, what I mean, or buying follows just to have a bigger following so that they get recognized, and then when they get to a certain point, to really start to grow on their own. We've seen a couple of people who have in the last 3 or 4 months like blown past other people who have steadily worked hard in this community to get where they're at today. And if, believe me, it's not a jealousy thing. I'm nowhere at any point that I think that like my channel deserves to be viewed or my social media platforms need to be followed because I'm not arrogant like that. If you want to, hey, it's there, it's great. If it would turn into like such an amazing huge thing, good for that too. And so I don't want like something like this to come back and haunt me for saying stuff like that. That's why I won't say specifically who we're looking at or who we watch. But I mean, as a creator, like you're gonna monitor other people in your niche just to see what they're doing and how they're growing. You know what I mean? So it's not, I don't know, it's not being like malicious or anything like that. It's trying to figure it out and the secret to success. I mean, it is. Yeah, it's just, um, it's kind of disheartening though to see, there's so much about growing organically and pushing your platform out and doing the work and that kind of thing, and then you turn around and see somebody who you look at their numbers, like one person in particular that I looked at. Um, I see all their posts. I see all their stories. I like them a lot. I follow them very closely. I just happened to go to their profile and look, and they had like, I don't know, 50 some thousand followers on Instagram. Okay. But they get like 300 likes per photo. I would think at 50,000 K, you'd be getting a lot more interaction than 300 likes per photo. Yeah, you are. You're trying to learn that is what you're coming from. Yeah, like it's so seeing what works. I mean, if you're trying to make a let's put it this way. I also see people like if you're trying to make a business out of this, what you need to put into your business to grow. And so is buying followers and subs and that sort of thing, is that wrong if you are considering it a form of advertising that you would be invested, like if you had a business, if you were paying to have marketing put out there to get people to buy your products and commercials and stuff like that? Like, is it cheating? And if you're really like, if you know, like, since things are all about numbers, is it cheating if you're basically boosting yourself up to get to a point that, with the hopes maybe that everybody then will follow and join in? I don't know. I don't know. Um, at one time when we were trying to get Parker's channel going when he was much younger and whatever, he was super cute and wanted to make some videos. If you're cheating the system, those are people I would not want to follow. That's what I think too, Corey. Uh, I don't know. It's just like the. It seems like the answer is, but you know, like if you want a business to succeed, sometimes you got to put some money into it. Okay, so then what? So is that like with Parker's? We did some Google ads. Like I paid some Google ads, and it like pushed it out um, to get him seen, and yeah, he got some views that way. It pumped him up a little bit, and then I guess but Google ads is a form of advertising, right? So it's not like Google ads. If you're paying for advertising to put out there, but you're not forcing anybody to join up or follow you. I guess that's where the difference is. I don't know. It's a lot to consider. I'll be honest and say that I've been in YouTube for almost 4 years now. It's a little, it's disheartening to be at this point. I mean, I'll be honest. Okay, so I don't give you're paying for ads but not boosting artificially your numbers. True, true. In 4 years, I'm at almost 1,300 subs, which is great, and I'm glad I finally passed the 1,000 mark. But it seemed like it was a long, 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 slow slide, or slow, up the slope, whatever, to get to that point. And so, like, I really feel like this year in Hershey, things have kind of really kicked off. The Disney community, I love Disney. I love making videos. I'm not a part of the Disney community as far as vlogging is concerned because I don't think that people come to my channel to see Disney stuff. Will I post Disney stuff when I go there? Sure, you bet. I love Disney stuff. I'll post something about Disney any day of the week. But I think that since the spring, since Hershey Park is open, and we've kind of solidified ourselves in more of a Hershey thing since we've moved back here, I think that that's what people are coming for, and so that's what they want to see. Um, so I think that that's where the opportunity to grow has come from. But in 4 years, yes, it's been a little frustrating that not much is. I don't post so much. Yeah, 257. So, um, yeah, that's it too. So like I was really inconsistent for a while. Now I'm pretty consistent. Um, for the most part, at least with doing these live streams every day. We've done a live stream almost every day for 2 weeks. So that's the most live streams I've ever done in my life. The other only live streams I've done were like two little, 2 minute things being like, hey, here's a channel update. And by the way, I have a new video coming out, so watch it. And that's it. But nothing like this. So where we just come on and chat. But I do appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I know it's, part of your day too, so I think you're spending time with it. But as far as the whole subs and growing and all that stuff like that, I mean, I shouldn't make a big deal about it. I guess it's not really worth it to even stress about. I feel badly for people that are being duped into following somebody and just for that person's number, but they don't follow back. So like I'll follow. Um, I have no problem checking out other people's channels, no problem checking out other people's socials, following, whatever. I think on our channel with Amy, we were at 212. So I know, I can't believe that, Corey. I still can't believe that you guys were completely taken down. I didn't think that was ever. That's like one of those things like that you hear about happening, but you're just surprised when it really does. So for those of you that don't know, my friends Amy and Corey had a channel. It was This Is Now, right? This Is Now podcast. They have podcasts, and they were posting their shows on YouTube, and they are very how do you say? I guess they talk about the things that are important to them, and they were open and they're honest. Time is now. That's it. Time is now. And YouTube removed their channel for not complying with community guidelines, just because they put their personal thoughts out there, which I don't know. I don't know how anybody's supposed to have an opinion about anything, or post their thoughts about anything, because I thought that's what a blog was. But I guess if you post your thoughts, but your intent is to maybe educate somebody else, and it's not the way that you want to be that they want you to be educated, then there you go. See ya. Sorry. Terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you guys. Um, it really stinks because we made a banging intro song for you. I helped Corey and Amy with their song. We're out in Rumble, and you can catch us on YouTube under Fluid Poor Patriot until they get nuked again. All right, we'll go check them out at Fluid Poor Patriot. I'll have to find you there too. I didn't know that. I didn't realize you started. I think that you mentioned about using another channel, but I just didn't know what it was. So I'll come find you there too. But anyway, so the whole um, subs and things, it kind of it's kind of obvious, and it's sad. So I just don't know why there's the need to do it. I really hope that people can grow organically. Every Wednesday we go live at 8 p.m. Okay, good to know, Corey. Um, good to know. Oh, today's Wednesday. So is that 8 p.m. Eastern time or 8 p.m. Pacific time, like where you're at? I'm assuming it's Eastern time because Amy's here, right? And I don't think that she's going to start a podcast till 11 p.m. So, but yeah. So anyway, if you are a creator and you are considering doing all the things just to scale the walls and see if you can get ahead, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm going to tell you to do what's best for your channel, but I'm going to say that people are going to buzz that you're kind of shady if it looks shady. So I hope that none of my friends are doing it. Eastern and 5 Pacific. Okay, that's what I thought. So 8 p.m. Eastern for Corey's channel. Um, Fluid or Patriot. Yes. Excuse me. All right, guys. Well, we're at 23 minutes, and I have babbled on again for another day. Looks like the cars are about ready to start moving. Thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Thursday. Um, we'll have something more organized to talk about tomorrow. Today was pretty random again. Shady is as shady does. Amen, sister. Amen. All right, I'm going to shut this off for now, and then I will have something more for discussion tomorrow. I hope you guys all have a great day. If you're in the Hershey area or the Northeast where it's pouring, please be careful while driving on wet roads. Everything else is all good. You better dry out for the weekend because I want to go to the park. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you next time.